Welcome in, friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Kendi K all day. I'm a new content creator in these YouTube streets. You know, some people have been paid, monetized content creators for greater than 10 years. Can you even believe that? But it's the truth. So this is why we have weekly live streamed episodes of Shop Talk so that we can do just that. We can top shop as content creators. I do believe, and what I know for sure is that from a content creation perspective, hey y'all, hey, now this is much better for me because I can see y'all clear now. I can see clearly now. The rain is fall. I don't know the words, so I just make them up. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome. Y'all, Kendi K is tired, but it's Friday, and so I have the weekend to recover, and we might as well do an episode of Shop Talk so we can shop talk, so get everybody in their flow. We can maximize this moment today, and then we can also maximize our live streams. This episode of Shop Talk is being powered by StreamYard, but know that YouTube gives you all the tools you need to be a content creator absolutely free. So even though this stream is being powered by StreamYard, which is running adjacent to the YouTube streaming software, that part, right? It just makes sense. And I'm able to do some special things like put your comments up. The thank you, Tanisha, for giving me my mic check. I appreciate that. Life with Tanisha RN. Thank you so much, friend. Maximizing the moment. That's what we're doing today as we talk about ways you can maximize the moment when you go live. If you go live on your channel, I want you to drop that in the chat because I want folks to know that you offer live streams on your channel. I'm just talking about you going live on your channel because we want you to be a triple threat. And if you're not sure what a triple threat is, you need to watch my recent episodes of Shop Talk, especially episodes 2 and episode 27 or 28. It will reteach you what a triple threat is. You should be a triple threat. And one piece of being a triple threat is that you need to be doing live streams to show people your personality. People can see you live and in the flesh, and they get to ask you questions. Every episode of Shop Talk is a live Q&A. Yes, yes. Welcome. So many friends are already gathered. I appreciate you all for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. Yo, we've got some achievements on Kendi K all day. Oh, I love that. Claire has welcome as a moderator. That's what moderators do. They just support you on your channel. I'm going to do an episode about moderation. And what are moderators? If you're viewing, you might hear content creators talking about moderation. So we're going to add that into the list, the growing list of discussion topics for Shop Talk. I know that's right. Claire, the missing link, said, thank God it is Friday. Well, maybe that's what I'm saying. I am thank God that it is Friday. But Claire, the missing link, says that she's glad that it is Friday. Miss Lady B says, hello to all. Hello to you too, my friend. Hello, hello, hello. Model Lori Ann has stopped by our way to say good day. Jeffrey W is in the building. Thank you, Jeffrey W, for joining us for this episode of Shop Talk. Monique Poe is in the building. There's Monique. I just want to make sure everyone can see their name loud, live, and in living full color. And there's Gemini Diva. So I'll come through and I will add more folks who are just coming in. But y'all, let's just talk shop. Let's just talk shop as content creators, especially how we can maximize the moment when we go live. Friends, so I started going live in March of 2025. Yes, after having a YouTube channel for greater than 1 year. It wasn't until over a year later when I actually went live for the first time. So I wasn't being a triple threat. I wasn't getting the most out of my YouTube channel And that's why I'm having this episode of Shop Talk, because I want you to get the most out of your YouTube channel. And one thing that you need to add, if you haven't added it yet, is to go live. In addition to your long format content, go live. And what is the other leg of being a triple threat? Not going to tell you that. I need you to watch the live streams that I've already recorded. And so now they're available for replay. That's one benefit of going live, is that you get watch hours. You gain watch hours for every person and for every minute that they are viewing your stream while you are live. And then you get a second, third, 12th wave of folks, friends, who will come back and watch that stream on a replay. They will watch the replay and the repost of that live stream from now until infinity, until I delete the live or unlist the live or make the live private. And I won't do that because every episode of Shop Talk is just super informative now in the moment. And for those who might be working at this moment or might be live themselves, they can always catch this great content on the replay. That's how we do it for Kendi K all day. And what I like most about live streams is the interchange. It is a way for me to connect in real time with my viewing community. Claire says, get the most out of YouTube by going live and being a triple threat. I agree. Oh, welcome in, 60 plus. And Sophie, welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Friends are gathering. And I love that. Yeah. So let's just talk shop. We're talking shop today about how we can maximize the moment when we do our live streams. And friends, I'm just sharing with you, and I hope that the other creators who are gathered in the chat, they are networking and collaborating and growing together down in the chat. And I want you to really add to this discussion. There's not a lot of visuals to go here. We're just really basically just talking shop. And yeah, because I just want to share ways that I ensure that, one, there are folks on my live stream when I go live. And one thing that I do is I set my lives up in advance. So what I'm talking about as a pro tip is, pro tip number one, schedule the live stream. Friends, that's how you can maximize the moment and the engagement to ensure you actually have viewers to engage with, to interact with. That's the benefit of going live, is you get to hear in real time how your viewers are feeling about the content you're presenting. They get to ask questions. That's what we do on Shop Talk. It's a live question and answer for content creators, or even those who are thinking about content creation themselves. Anybody can log into this live stream and say anything they want. And as long as we're cool, because I've got human moderators and I've got Nightbot moderating as well. And so as long as everyone's cool, you can remain in this conversation, asking questions and doing all of those things. And it's my understanding there's some super cool stuff. So if you write a question in the chat, StreamYard will now alert me that you are asking a question. So I guess you just put it with a question mark and it should tell me. Oh, friends are being so kind to each other. That's what we do over here. We do nothing but kindness and joy over here. None of that other stuff, because there's a lot of things going on in YouTube these days, but we don't do any of that because there's enough hate in the world, right? Right, that part. So I would suggest to you, as a pro tip, make sure that you schedule your live stream. And friends, I scheduled this live stream today, and it might have been just a little bit before noon today or a little bit after noon today, but the live was still scheduled. It was put out there publicly that Kendi K all day is having a live streamed episode of Shop Talk starting at this time. And friends are in the building. What does that mean? If you hear me say in the building, that means you are here. You showed up. And for that, I want to say thank you. Thank you, friends, for joining me for this and every episode of Shop Talk. If you want to ensure engagement, if you want to ensure viewerships, schedule your live stream. Even if it's just a couple of hours in advance, schedule it. As soon as you know you're going to go live, go live and go and schedule the live stream. You even using the YouTube streaming software, you are allowed to schedule that. Okay. So make sure you schedule that. And then pro tip number 2, to ensure maximum engagement, because I allow folks to join this panel every episode of Shop Talk. I invite friends to join the panel and co-host the stream with me. And I send out that link early. I send that link out early. And today it went out early to everybody publicly because I didn't have a lot of span of time before the actual live stream. So I sent it out to everybody, to members of Kendi K's crew, my crew members, and I also sent it out publicly so that more content creators might see that post and want to come join me on stage, get a mini interview, let folks learn more about your channel. I will interview you live as we talk about this topic of maximizing the moment during our live streams. So that's another pro tip. Make community posts about it. Post on your community wall so that the public can see that you are live and that they'll have a link to use to get to your live stream. Because oftentimes, friends, we will open up our YouTube app on our phone. We'll use you. And if you're too strong, but not with volume. We'll open up our YouTube app and we'll go to our homepage. And I see all of these things happening. And this is based on things that I have recently been watching on YouTube. These are creators, channels that I've recently been watching. And so I see Harjareen Annette. I see Mrs. Paula does retirement. I see The Source. And I see Jamie Lanier. Remember Jamie Lanier and Mrs. Paula does retirement. They were interviewed by me on my channel during my interview segment for Coffee and Conversations. Yes. And so y'all, and then it will show me people who are live. I see that another friend that I've interviewed, Mommy Money Getter, she has been on Coffee and Conversations for an extended interview as well. Yeah, so you can see all the folks who are live, and I bet you probably saw my link there as well. But then if you didn't, you can still go over to, you can see the posts, because posts appear right here in what they call your feed. Posts will appear in your feed as well. And you should see a post that Kendi K was going live today. And if you're a member of Kendi K's crew, you also got that co-host link early. Yes, you did. So those are 2 tips for maximizing the moment to ensure you get more engagement, so to ensure that you get more viewers to your live stream. 1 is schedule the live stream. Even y'all, I didn't have 2 days in advance to schedule this live stream. I saw where it was going to fit into my Friday afternoon schedule. So I went ahead sometime around noon today and just went ahead and scheduled it in StreamYard, which would also create a scheduled live stream on YouTube so that friends would know that I was going live. And then I went right over and did a community post, scheduled 1 for creators and crew members. If you're a member of Kendi K's crew, you found out that I was going live earliest. And then I made a public one to alert folks, hey, when I'm actually live. And another pro tip about your community post: when you make a community post, for instance, sharing a link that this is the link to come see Kendi K all day live for Shop Talk. When you make those posts, you want to schedule them out about 15 minutes before you actually go live. So post it now, but you shouldn't go live for another 15 minutes because it's going to take about 15 minutes for that post to actually appear in the feeds of your viewers. It's going to take there's about a 15-minute delay. Sometimes it is shorter and it'll be about a 10-minute delay, but it's not instantaneous is what I'm trying to tell you. What I know to be true about community posts and posting to create a post so friends can know that you are going live it's going to take about at least 10 and sometimes as long as 15 minutes or more, because if a lot of folks are going live at the same time, then there might be a delay for those posts and things to get pushed out to folks in their feeds. Another pro tip coming your way. How can we maximize the moment? Jared Talks. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Harjareen Annette. Harjareen, I love this new content. Harjareen, I won't go back to it, but you were in my feed. You were at the very top of my feed. I will go back to it so you can see. I want you to see that you were at the top of my feed in that blue dress. Yes, and so many other creators. And that is how the algorithm works. The most recent content that you've been watching, those channels will appear in your feed and you'll get posts and things from that. Other side of 50. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Y'all, Kendi K is tired. I am tired, but y'all are really giving me energy. Y'all are giving me life at this moment. I am feeding off of all these friends coming my way through the chat. Friends, if you do see that link and you would like to come up and co-host, to get an interview live and in the moment to talk about your channel, tell us what's happening. What are you planning to do this weekend? Maybe you're planning to do some live streams. One, if you're not using live streams, then you're not being a triple threat. So I want you to be a triple threat in these YouTube streets. So please go live. Plan to go live. And friends, that is once I started going live. I had a YouTube channel for a whole year. Started the channel the last week of January 2024. And it wasn't until March of 2025 that I started doing live streams a whole year later. I don't know why. I think I forgot that I could go live, or I think I was scared to go live. I think it was a little bit of all of those things. But for whatever reasons, I started going live in March of 2025, and I've been going live ever since because it is instantaneous engagement with the people that are watching your channel, the people that are vibing with you, who are rooting for you in these YouTube streets, who, frankly, they must like something about you or your content, and they're willing to watch you and engage with you. And y'all, they have questions. And so I would always used to, when I first started going live, I would always say, hey, I'm making peach cobbler, and this is a Q&A, right? This is a live Q&A, and every episode of Shop Talk is a live Q&A. So if you have any questions about content creation, about live streams and going live, or anything else that you might have a question about as a content creator, go ahead and drop it in the chat, because I want to see if this new feature works correctly so that it will alert me that I have questions in the chat. Because when you're doing lives, you want to be responding to folks' questions, and you don't want to miss anyone's questions. I appreciate my moderators. Shout out to Monique Poe. Shout out to Gemini Diva 79. Shout out to Claire, the missing link, of my moderators who are working and welcoming friends in, because it is a lot to look at. The stream, the more friends are rolling in here, the more that stream starts moving faster and faster and faster. And so moderators help with that. And I appreciate my moderators. So shout out to my moderators. Thank you all for being who and what you are. And thank you for your support. Y'all, this is Kendi K all day. We're up to episode 29 of Shop Talk, our virtual content creator makerspace. Today's episode, we are talking shop about how to maximize the moment on live streams when we go live on our channel. So when you go live, friends, make sure you have a purpose for going live. When folks get on, well, I don't know. I guess some people, I guess maybe depends on who you are, but Kendi K works all day full time. As a woman of a particular age, Kendi K is 49 years old. Kendi K has no time for you sitting on live saying, I don't have anything to talk about. Well, what you going live for? Now, that may not be a pro tip, but that's a Kendi K tip. If you don't have anything to go live for, what are you going live for? Do you know what I'm saying, friends, though? Do you know what I'm saying? You know, because I don't know what you might think it comes across as, but it comes across as, to me, I don't know, y'all. Y'all, I'm just, well, I'm a woman of particular age, and this is my channel. This is Shop Talk, and this is my channel. So I'm telling you how I feel as well. And if you don't have a purpose, then don't go live. Why don't you brainstorm? Make a list of things that you could go live about, other than just constantly repeating yourself. I just came on here. We don't have anything to talk about today. Well, what are we talking about? Well, why do you want me to click on you? I could go find something that informs me, teaches me something new, teaches me how to do something, or that entertains me, makes me smile, brings me joy, or adds positivity to the world. I didn't say one of those things was I don't have anything to talk about. So what you going live for? I'm just saying. I think if you look, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but if I did step on your toes, then you probably just need to say, ouch, ouch. If you found yourself saying that, I don't have anything to talk about, but I'm just going live. A friend. We're trying to go to and through full monetization. I will tell you, is when I started going live, I started seeing who was out there rocking with Kendi K in these YouTube streets. Who were my viewers? I got to learn what their names were, in addition to their comments that they would leave after my videos or on my videos, my long format video content. But I got to interact with them, ask them questions, and most importantly, they were able to ask me questions. And so I really enjoy the process of going live, because I really enjoy engaging, vibing, talking with my community members, whatever brings you here. If you're watching me on TV, thank you for watching. If you're watching this and catching this, not in the live stream mode, but if you're catching it on replay, thank you, friends. And please drop a comment so that I know that you came after the live stream. And I thank you all. Whatever brings you here, thank you for joining us. This is Kendi K all day. Yeah, I have a purpose. Have purposes in case that one falls flat, and you'll get a sense if it's falling flat, or maybe you've run out of things to say. Y'all, it happens. I still get nervous. I'm a little nervous now, but right now I'm more end of the week. Just I can feel the end of the week on my shoulders. Nod your head if you know what I'm talking about, what that feels like. Yeah. So I'm feeling more of that, more so than nervous, but yeah. And I was right down to the wire for starting the live stream, and friends were already gathering because these are the things that Kendi K does. And I want you all, if you're in the chat, I want you to go ahead and start talking back to us in the chat so I can put your comments on the stream. What are your strategies for maximizing your live streams? I said that I almost always try to schedule the live stream in advance, even if it's just a couple of hours in advance, even if it's just an hour in advance, even if it's just 30 minutes in advance. Put it out there in the YouTube algorithm. And when I say schedule it, don't just schedule the date and time. Put some hashtags on that. I promise my next episode of Shop Talk, which will be Sunday morning, we're talking hashtags. I'm going to teach you what I have learned as a newly monetized. I am now fully monetized, thanks to each and every one of you. I'm a fully monetized channel, and I'm going to talk to you everything you need to know about hashtags and how they help to optimize your channel, make it search engine optimized, and how it helps with your engagement. The proper use of hashtags. That will be our 30th episode of Shop Talk. So join me for that sunrise edition of Shop Talk. It's our content creator maker space. Friends, also on Sunday evening, I need you to join me because we have another episode of Coffee and Conversations. And y'all, we have scored a big interview in these YouTube streets. None other than Kiss from Jay. You've heard me talk about Kiss from Jay before as a content creator. She is a content creator who is one kind human who is tearing up these YouTube streets. Y'all, Kiss from Jay will be our special guest on Sunday at 5:50 p.m. for coffee and conversations. Yes. So if you've never had the privilege to connect with Kiss from Jay as a content creator, she is feisty. She is younger than Kendi K, and I'm here for everything. Love her channel. I'm a member on that channel as well. So join me at 5:50 Eastern Standard Time on Sunday for Coffee and Conversations, and our special guest will be Kiss from Jay. Yes, I love that. Other side of 50 says we love Kiss from Jay. Kiss from Jay is also a new and small content creator in these YouTube streets. Was with on the other side of 50 yesterday on Thursdays. So she has a devotional period, and love that every Thursday. What you can see on the other side of 50 is very consistent about having that segment as part of her channel, and love that. And it's a live streamed episode. You're going to get a devotional period with, to me, that's words from the Lord that was given to put on her heart from the Lord. And she's a very spiritual woman, and she knows that Bible. Now I'm a Christian woman myself, and what lets me know, God gives me discernment and lets me know that I can listen with you because you are a Bible-based believer, right? And you know the Bible, and she certainly knows the Bible. She certainly has a word from the Lord. And there's a little bit of old-fashioned testimony service in that thing too. I just love it. You're going to love it too. Check her out. Check out the channel, and I 10 out of 10 highly recommend on the other side of 50. Welcome in, friends. Yeah, so we're having now here's another pro tip for maximizing the moment when you do your live streams. What time did this live stream start, y'all? At 40 minutes after the hour. And I told you that my live stream that is scheduled for Sunday. So now I've got days ahead of the live stream. I already have the live stream scheduled with hashtags on it. The hashtags, I have Kiss from Jay is in the title, and then I also have hashtags in the description box. When you schedule it, friends, put the hashtags on it, because that's what's going to give the YouTube algorithm, the computers, the supercomputers that are YouTube, that's what's going to give it the boost to get it to the right audience and to the right home screens, to the right feeds with you as part of their feeds as a post or your content, right? You got to put the hashtags on it when you schedule it. So with that being said, friends, I did this now days in advance. So we should have lots of friends who are gathering from my viewing community and also from Kiss from Jay's viewing community. But the time of the stream, think about the time that you schedule the stream. Y'all, this is a good time because it's like the drive at 5, right? On a Friday afternoon, when I look at my YouTube studio analytics for my channel, you have to look for your channel. It will tell you when folks are online. Folks my age, who are a little bit older than me and a little bit younger than me, Fridays are hot times pretty much all day long for live streams. For my viewers, you have to check the YouTube Studio Analytics for your viewers, but pretty much all day. It's a good time when folks are on YouTube. So that would be a good time to go live because you're more likely to interact and see more viewers coming to your live stream. Here's the second pro tip adjacent to that one. Be careful of the time. Set your live streams, and friends, I even set my long format videos to go live and to be posted at times when I know there's a heavy amount of my viewers who are actually tuning in and using YouTube. Okay? Because you really want as many views on your newest content. And live doesn't get any newer than that. It's live, it's real time in the moment. So I always do them at opportune times if I can. But you all know that I'm still in the workforce. I work full time Monday through Friday. And sometimes it's a get her doneer, right? I just have to get her done, right? And so I go live even if it may not be the best time, but at least I know I'll have some friends who will pop into the stream because they have their notifications set to all. What are notifications, Candy K? I'm so glad you asked. Notifications are when you hit that bell and then you click on it, you click the little caret pointing up, and you want to set that notifications to all so you get all notifications for my channel. So it will notify you when I go live, when I post a new video, or when I post to my community wall. Yes. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to Candy K all day. Y'all, thank you. I'm reading through the chat very quickly. Yes, other side of 50. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. She says she goes live every Thursday at 5:55 p.m. Central Standard Time for Testimony Thursday. See, on the other side of 50 gets it. Y'all, I hardly ever make a live stream start at the top of the hour or the half hour or the 15 or 45 minutes. Why? Because that's when everybody else is going live. That's when everybody else is posting their videos to go public. At those set times, at the top of the hour, at 30 minutes, half the hour, at a quarter past, and a quarter till the hour. You got to be different. I want my stuff to go live, or I want to start my live stream when nobody is starting a live stream. Then mine is going to be first. I gave you that pro tip for free. You're welcome. You can thank me later. Yeah, I want mine to be first in the feed. The Candy K is live. Because I might be the only one starting a brand new live stream. They list the brand new live streams first. Yeah. That really is how it works. So I always do my live streams to be at something else, but not on the hour. Not let's say it's 5 o'clock. I don't ever post anything, not even a video to go public at 5 o'clock or a live stream to start at 5 o'clock. It might be 5:05. It might be 10 after 5. It might be 20 minutes till 5. I always use an off time because fewer people are starting YouTube content at that time, be it live stream or making things go public, their long format content. Pro tip. And I see that on the other side of 50 uses that as a practice as well. Keep it up. That's why you see consistent growth on that channel. Yes. Welcome in, Barry. Oh, it's my friend Barry walking exercise. Y'all, you better catch Barry and I call her Mrs. Barry. Barry and Mrs. Barry, y'all, they're down in Kissimmee, Florida. And y'all, they walk. These are they're walking their way to wellness. They are walking their way to wellness and better health. And y'all, you just go 10 out of 10, highly recommended. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Once you get over there, you'll say, oh yes, I love it, I love them, they are good people. You will just feel that. You'll feel that come. Their energy is always so super positive. Their live streams get bigger and better every day. More and more people just kind of float in and flow out as whatever you're doing in the morning time. And I'm talking about they go early, very early in the morning, y'all. But then they're walking for a couple of hours at a time. And it's just amazing. It's just, hashtag channel goals. If you want to see how to grow a YouTube channel and their phenomenal growth is absolutely amazing. Barry and Mrs. Barry, I can't wait to interview you on my little old channel for Coffee and Conversations real soon, friends, because your channel growth is absolutely amazing. But it's no surprise to me because your personas just jump out at you, and it's such a good feeling. And you know, there's no trouble, there's no stress over there on their channel. They're just walking and talking, just walking and talking. Yeah, that's what we do on Shop Talk. Candy K tells you about the channels that she's watching. I invite friends to come and co-host this stream with me and ask any questions you have about being a content creator. Today, we're talking about how do you maximize the moment during your live streams. Well, let's start at the top and let's share tips. And if you all have any tips that you have gleaned and that you have learned, y'all, I don't know it all. I'm just simply sharing what I have learned thus far as a newly monetized. I am now a fully monetized content creator, and it is due all and thanks to you all as viewers, subscribers, and some of you friends are members of Kendi K's crew. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Haven't yet got my first YouTube chat, but once I do, you know we're going to talk about it. Friends, I thank you for joining us for this Friday episode of Shop Talk. This is our virtual content creator makerspace. We're talking about how we can maximize the moment when we do our live streams. One, schedule the stream. Let's take Barry and Mrs. Barry and their walking channel, Barry Walking Exercise for Your Health. Great channel name, because as soon as you read the channel name, you see and you know pretty much what they do on their channel. Okay, it's a walking channel, and it's a husband and wife walking channel. There's something about that is just real nice in and of itself. But Barry and Mrs. Barry, if they walk every day, then they should schedule the live streams. Y'all, when you know you're going to go live, schedule the live streams in advance, even if it's only an hour in advance, even if it's only a half hour in advance, and put hashtags in the description box. Barry, I hope one of your hashtags is walking. If you want to know more about how to use hashtags to help to optimize your channel, join me for episode 30 of Shop Talk, our virtual content creator makerspace. It will be a sunrise edition on Sunday. You know, we do that Sunday sunrise edition. It's an hour of power because Kendi K goes to church. Yes. So join me on Sunday for all about hashtags. We're going to learn how to use hashtags, how to find the right hashtags for our content. And there she is, y'all. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Thank you. You are my very first super chat. Yes. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Appreciate you. And she always seals everything with her little kisses. Y'all see her little kisses at the end? There's our friend, Kiss from Jay. Kiss from Jay, I was just talking about you. I keep trying to tell y'all, your devices are listening to you. We were just talking. I just invited the friends to join us at 5:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday for Coffee and Conversations with our very special guest. Kiss from Jay will be our very special guest on Sunday for Coffee and Conversations. Yes. And so another tip, friends, I always do mine at all times. I don't start them at 12 o'clock. I don't start them at 15 after or 30 after or 45 after. Kendi K does be different. Why? Because then you'll be the only one who is starting a new stream. You'll be the only one who is starting a new live. It's a pro tip. Try it. You're going to get more engagement on the channel. More people are going to come through because your stream will be the only stream that is listed first because you are the only one going live at that time. Try it. I want to make a believer out of you. Try it and please report back and let me know. Use a one-off. Use what we call a one-off to get a time that is unique to you and your channel. It doesn't have to be the same time. If you were trying to go live at 5, go live at 10 minutes to 5. Go live at 55 minutes to 5 or go live at 5 minutes after 5. or 10 minutes after 5 or 13 minutes after 5. Doesn't matter. Just don't go live at 5 because that's when everybody is going live. And then you're part of 30 other live streams out there. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, I think you have it now, friends. I know you have it now, friends. Yes, this is Kendi K all day. And I'm going through that chat. I'm trying to check this chat out. We've got a lot of friends here in this chat. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for joining me. Jared talks. Jared does interviews on his channel. He's got 2 channels. His interviews is called what he calls the little channel. He's our friend too. Yes, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. Hey, Coffee No Cream. Welcome in, friend and crew member. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Barry and Mrs. Barry. Yes, 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 yes. I love their channel. I walk with them several times in a week. Love to get over there. And yeah, I love. And they're on for several hours at a time, and they're both retired folks. And I guess I just love that because they have what I'm seeking, and that is I'm trying to retire early actually, but they are already retired, and there's just great energy. Yes, great energy in these YouTube streets. So anything that's positive, I love it. Other side of 50, thank you, friend. Thank you. You guys are such kind humans. I appreciate the encouragement. Thank you for the $4.99 holla. I call that a $5 holla. Thank you. Thank you for that, my friend. Thank you on the other side of 50. And a kiss from Jay. Kiss from Jay says, I can't wait. Jay, we are overdue for this, y'all. We've been talking about this thing for a months with an S. And we are finally getting it done. Yes. This is Kendi K all day. Something else that I do when I go live is so I schedule it. I schedule it at an off time. And then I put hashtags. Don't forget to put hashtags down in that description box. Join me on Sunday to learn more about hashtags. Everything you need to know about hashtags, because if I don't know it, the content creators in the chat will share their comments too, and then we'll all learn together. Y'all, if you have not dropped your channel link in the chat, make sure you do that now. I'm going to do that right now for myself. So look for my comment in the chat, and then those are the 2 key words. You put them together. They're 2 small words, put them together, and then it'll automatically drop your channel link into the chat. Thank y'all for joining me for this episode of Shoptalk. This is our content creator live streamed Q&A. And that's what we do, friends. We just talk shop as content creators. Something else that I do is I always do a community post. Let me just tell you something. This is why I do community posts. Kiss from Jay taught me to do that. Kiss from Jay taught me to. Kiss from Jay normally drops a video every day. She drops new long format content every day, right? And she does live streams. She's a triple threat. What's the other thing? Because I said triple threat. Oh, you got to watch my content. Check out the earlier episodes of Shoptalk, our content creator makerspace, to find out what a triple threat is. But Kiss from Jay, she indeed is a triple threat. But it was Kiss from Jay who taught me that I was underutilizing posts on my channel. Posts and community posts, y'all, that is where you can target your community. You can share the insider scoop with your community. You can go behind the scenes for free. I'm sorry about that. You can go behind the scenes. I didn't know my phone was on. You can go behind the scenes for free, or you can share out to the world. But she lets folks know every time she posts long format videos. And she says, I've got a new video out. I saw her wishing happy birthday to her sister. Yes, all of the things. She does it through community posts, and it really begins to feel more. You just feel all warm and fuzzy. It begins to feel more and more like a community. And you, as a viewer, you will begin to engage with her in a new and a different, a more intimate way, right? So use community posts, use posts to give friends another reminder that you're going live. So I posted 2 posts today. In addition to scheduling the stream, adding hashtags, the stream is going to start at 40 minutes after the hour, because I didn't want to start it at 30 minutes past, because that's when everybody else was going to start their stream. So I put it at 40 minutes past the hour. And then I went and did 2 community posts. One to my crew members, my paid crew members, because I wanted them to know first. And then the next one was public. It would say, hey, Kendi K is going live. And people, remember that when you do a community post, though, it's going to need about 15 minutes to move through the YouTube system and algorithms. It's going to take about 15 minutes for your post to show up on folks' phones, is what I'm trying to tell you, or on their TVs. So allow for that. So if you're going to schedule, I scheduled my post. So I scheduled the live first, and then I scheduled those 2 posts to go out. One to go out immediately and let my crew members, and that's crew with a K, Kendi K's crew with a K. You get it? Yeah, we let the good times roll. It's all positivity and happiness and joy over here, even on a Friday. Yes, because y'all are giving me life. And thank y'all for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. Yes, use your posts, but make sure that you schedule them for 15 minutes before you want friends to watch them. If you want friends to join you as soon as your live goes live so that you have instantaneous engagement, because the more friends that gather, the more the YouTube algorithm will send your stream out to wider and wider audiences, especially if those friends come in and start chatting it up and if they hit that like button. So thank you all for doing both. And if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. This is Kendi K all day. Yes, that's what we're doing, and that's how we're doing it, because we're trying to grow these channels to and through full monetization. Kiss from Jay is a fully monetized channel, so I absolutely learned that lesson from Kiss from Jay, and I'm happy to tell you that. Friends, there's nothing new under the sun in these YouTube streets. It's how you show up in these YouTube streets. I walk on my channel. So many other friends walk on their channels, but there's something about Barry and Mrs. Barry that you're going to love. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Yes, so make sure you're utilizing your posts and your community posts, and knowing that it's still going to take about 15 minutes for if you try to post it immediately, if you click post now and click post instead of scheduling the post, it's going to still take 15 minutes. Okay. And that's if it's a good day, because sometimes there are a lot of posts to push out from all other channels around, not just the country, not just the US friends, of the world. So just allow 10 to 15 minutes for that. And so I use that as I schedule my posts to go out. Yeah. How to maximize the moment. Y'all, friends, make sure you have a purpose. Make sure you have a purpose for the live stream, and think about some topics that you could go live about. If you're just completely at a loss, Google it. Okay, Google is now largely powered by AI. Yeah. ChatGPT some possible topics for your live streams. Do something other than come on live and say, I don't have anything to talk about, because Kendi K, I don't have any time before that. No, I'm sorry. I'm a woman of a particular age. No. My time is already limited. I'm not spending one moment on anyone's channel when they don't have a thing to talk about. And they're telling us they don't have anything to talk about? No. Ain't nobody got time for that. I just say that because y'all like me when I say that. I love that. Yeah. Melinda G, welcome in, friend. Hi, Melinda. Welcome in, friend. Welcome to Shop Talk. This is our virtual content creator makerspace. Yes, and we are just talking shop. We are sharing suggestions. We're sharing tidbits. We're sharing answers. We're answering questions. We are talking all about how to maximize the moment for our live streams. One, have a topic. Make sure you know what you're going to be talking about. Yes. Gemini Diva says that part. Yeah. Hey, Belinda. You are in here, friend. I have been catching your live streams or checking out your content, and you have made it over this way today. I appreciate you. So session is in the building. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Yes. Yes. There's Soul Session. Yeah. And Soul Session is thanking our moderators, as am I, Gemini Diva 79. Monique Poe and Claire, the missing link, are moderating this chat stream for me. And y'all, we've got an episode of Shop Talk coming up next week, all about moderators, how to use them, and who should be selected to moderate on your channel. Some considerations, some things to think about. Yeah, I love Claire. Thank you, Claire. Claire says, maximize this moment with live stream and make sure that you have a purpose when you go live. Yes. And if nothing else, turn it into a Q&A. If you've not yet done just a Q&A on your channel where friends can just ask you questions. And that's how I started with my live streams. I would do my Monday meal prep, and it might be cutting all my vegetables and things up that I had purchased at the market, and getting those meal prepped, washed, and cut and put into the freezer so that I could get meals to the table in a quicker fashion, and so that I could eat my meals at home versus eating the trash fast food in the road. But I'd always say, this is a Q&A, ask away. I would put that in the title. This is a Q&A, ask away. Friends, it's all about titling. It's all about titling. And people say, oh my gosh, I can ask Candy K a question. You can ask. It doesn't mean I may or may not answer it, but depends on how personal it is. And because as a creator, you have to decide how much is too much information. And some questions, though, friends just want to know, what's your favorite color? What month is your birthday in? Candy K is turning 50 in October. Y'all, I want to thank you for rocking and riding with me. This is Candy K all day. Yes, we thank you for coming over to see what we're all about. I want to thank Kiss from Jay for the $5 holla. And I think it's because, like, if you're on an iPhone, it's really hard to get that to $5. I can do it on my laptop, but I can't do it on my. So I still call it a $5 holler because I think that was the intent, to give me a $5 holler. But anyway, I appreciate you. I thank you for the encouragement. And y'all, if you want to encourage me, absolutely free, hit that like button. And if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. This is Candy K all day. And thank you to the other side of 50, on the other side of 50. I'm being intentional as a creator by shouting out the entire channel name of those creators who are in the chat and chatting it up. And I encourage those creators to drop your channel link by typing these two words. If you look in the chat, I just dropped those two words and you put them together, no spaces, and then it will drop your channel link. Continue to drop your channel link during this live stream. Now, we have already been live for 59 minutes. Friends, I'm going to give you one more minute or two, and also allow that same 1 or 2 minutes for you all to drop any questions or comments about how to go live, questions about going live. And friends, I will remind you too that YouTube gives you all the tools you need to create and fully monetize a channel absolutely free. You do not need to use StreamYard unless you want to. It gives you a greater level of engagement with your viewers, but you certainly don't have to. I go live, and I will be going live this evening. Y'all check me out. It's going to be a cooking live stream. And I'm just cooking what I'm having for dinner. But you better believe I'm going to schedule that, even if I have to schedule it just 15 or 20 minutes before I go live. Yeah. And it might even be an after dark live. Yeah, that part. Y'all. But check me out, and if you see me go live, you're probably going to get a community post about it as well, because I want to get as many viewers noticing that I am live as possible. That's the point of a live stream, so that you can interact in real time with your viewers. Y'all, thank you for rocking and riding with me. I thank you for being in that chat and joining me today. This is Candy K all day. YouTube StreamYard is working. Oh, great question coming from Claire, the missing link. Claire says, now I'm trying to see, did it alert me that I had a question from Claire, the missing link? It did. It has a little bitty question mark in the corner on StreamYard. It does. I don't know. I thought it was going to be like a big different color or something like that. But Claire asked this question: what is a good length of time for a live stream? Well, it depends. You kind of have to get a feel for your viewers. When you do an hour, an hour lends itself to two kind of rounds of people coming in. Some folks will be there. Those are kind of like your ride or dies, right? Your ride or die viewers who are always there. They want to support you. They know that you're in it to win it. And they know that they need to try to stay in the stream as long as possible, because the more that the algorithm picks up that you have viewers who are staying on the stream, the more they will push your stream out to others. The same is true for when they hit the like button, or when they chat it up in the chat for you, or they hit the hearts or the hundreds, those little emojis by the chat. If they do any of those things, that all of those things are signals for the algorithm to push your stream out to a wider audience in these YouTube streets, for other viewers to possibly connect with you as well in the live stream. But in about an hour, and we've been now on this stream for an hour, so you can count on about 2 waves of folks, okay, who are going to come through there. There are certainly people here, if I went back to the top of the chat, that are probably not here now 1 hour later, but they were here for a number of minutes, right? As long as they could. And they may still be working. They may be driving, and now they got to get the kid out of the car and get him some Chick-fil-A before soccer. Who knows, friends? But when you go to longer streams, then that just means you're going to have several more waves of folks coming through. And the longer that you open the stream up, the more folks that will come in. The thing that you have to do, friends, is you've got to keep them in the stream and engaging for the time that they are here. I don't really worry about how long folks stay on the stream. I want them to come in. I want them to say their hellos so that I know that they are there, especially when I'm using StreamYard, because I want to share. Because StreamYard, when we do Shoptalk, is all about a virtual content creator makerspace, where we are learning, we are collaborating, and we are growing our channels together. With every episode of Shoptalk is a live question and answer. Yeah, that was an excellent question. And Claire, we have asked Claire through the chat, Claire, are you a content creator? And Claire said, no, but I'm kind of actually thinking about it. So Claire joins us for quite a few episodes of Shoptalk. And so much so, and is so committed to my content and my channel. I appreciate you, Claire. Thank you. I made Claire a moderator on my channel, and I've been super pleased with your support of the channel as a moderator. Yeah. So if there are any other questions, please drop them now, because we're going to get ready to come down from this place, because I leaked the secret. I'm coming live again this evening, because y'all, I work full time Monday through Friday. And so I have to maximize the weekends so that I can continue to interact with my channel, and because I want to continue to grow this channel, because YouTube considers anybody with 500 to 500,000, y'all, that's 500,000 subscribers. YouTube still calls them small content creators. So friends, I'm on the road to 5K. Y'all, we've already hit the first milestone of the road to 5K. It was 5,000 subscribers and 5,000 watch hours to go with it. And I told you that would get us to and through full monetization. Y'all, we are fully monetized, and we already have over 5,000 watch hours. Now we just need 5,000 subscribers to go with it. So if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. This is a Kendi K all day. I'm gonna do one more check. Welcome in, Faith Marie. Faith Marie is a working lady as well. Welcome in, Faith Marie. 10 out of 10. I highly recommend. Y'all, hashtag channel goals for Kendi K. Faith Marie has a background in computers, technology. She understands it in ways that I will probably never acquire that skill set. And so I love looking at her editing skills. She's had channels before. Y'all, Faith Marie started a brand new channel from scratch and has more subscribers than I do. Yes. I'm just being honest. You know why? Because me talking about another creator and their channel and what they do on their channel, that can't hurt my shine, friends, because there is only one Kendi K all day. There's only one Faith Marie Unscripted, friends. Yes, only you can be you in these YouTube streets. And friends, there is something about each and every one of you as a content creator that there is somebody who connects with you. They see you, friends, in these YouTube streets. They want to help you win. And so I never worry about what somebody else is doing on their channel. I never hit the thumbs down on anyone's content. I don't, for what? Because one thing I know for sure, as a woman of faith, what you put out into the world is exactly what you're going to get back. What you put out in the world is exactly what you're going to get back. That's Bible. That's the principle of sowing and reaping. You sow foolishness, that's what you're going to get back. A whole bunch of foolishness. Welcome in, Mary's Life Journey. This is why when you check the description box, don't check the description box on episode 29, this episode of Shoptalk, but check all the previous ones. You're going to find a link to Mary's Life Journey. Mary's Life Journey has a content creator planner. I own that planner. I have that planner with me in my bag at all times so that I can make notes when I come up with a catchy title. Like this is a Q&A, ask away. I drop those things in my notes so that I have everything in one place. You have a link in the description box, not of this one because I didn't have time. All I did was put hashtags in this one, to tell you the truth. I titled it, scheduled it, and put hashtags in it because the hashtags are important. We're going to talk about nothing but hashtags. It's going to be an hour of power on Sunday morning. Look for that stream in your channel feed. In your channel feed, friends, for YouTube. Welcome in, friends. Yes. Yo, Faith Marie, friend, Faith Marie is doing big things over there on that channel. And y'all, she's got big life things happening too. Y'all, I'm just teasing y'all because I want y'all to go check out the channel. Go check out the content. 10 out of 10 KDK highly recommends. Faith Marie Unscripted, I do need to connect with you so that we can schedule an interview to join me as my special guest for Coffee and Conversations. Y'all, Mary's Life Journey is going to be interviewed by me for Coffee and Conversations coming up real soon. So we look forward to announcing that. But Kiss from Jay will be interviewed this Sunday at 5:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's a pro tip that we talked about today. So if you're just coming in, you better start this one over from the beginning because we were giving pro tips. We're sharing pro tips, suggestions, things that we are now understanding is, if you're going to have a live stream, don't start it at the top of the hour. Don't start it at 30 minutes. Don't start it at 15 or 45 past the hour. You start that thing at 10, at 20 minutes, at 40 minutes, at some other time when you're the only stream that is starting at that time. Guess what? YouTube will push it out to wider audiences. It'll be on more people's feed on YouTube. Pro tip. Y'all, check this one out from the beginning. Y'all, we're getting ready to come down from this space. Y'all, I saw your email, Mary, and we're gonna get it done. Mary's giving me the dates, and we're gonna link it up, and you'll be hearing about that interview coming your way real soon. Y'all, this is Kendi K. It's a Friday, y'all. Kendi K has had a long week, but y'all, we made it. Thank God. By the grace of God, we made it. So keep smiling, keep shining, keep rocking and riding with me. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to Kendi K all day. Goodbye for now. Thank y'all for joining me. See you in these YouTube streets. Y'all be safe.